Number 10. SS Bakimo. Also called the Ghost Ship of the Arctic. It is a steamer that carries fur pelts and also has experienced some strange winter weather, and had even gotten stuck inside pack ice. The crew that sought shelter on the ice overnight was surprised to find out that their ship was missing the next morning. A fur trader had said they had spotted the ship drifting 45 miles to the southeast a few days later. Over the next 8 years there have been sightings of the ghost ship. The last sighting occurred back in 1969. Number 9. The Milky Sea. We all know of bioluminescent sea creatures that emit a glow under the sea. But what about the sea itself? When there's a Milky Way galaxy, there's a Milky Sea phenomena. A British merchant vessel had recorded that the sea from which they were floating on had turned into a milky white colour back in 1995. In 2005, some scientists had concluded that the glow came from the bioluminescent bacteria that were there to attract fish. The mystery with this is the unknown cause of the dinoflagellate's instant growth in population, although more questions about this sea are still unanswered. Number 8. Japan's Atlantis. Looks like there would be more than one lost city in the world. Back in 1986, a diver swam near the island of Yonagunijima in Japan and found a big section of underwater rock formations. According to marine geologist Masaki Komura, those formations resemble castle ruins, 5 temples, as well as a stadium and a triumphal arch. Some people believe this to be the ruins of an ancient city that had sunk due to a very powerful earthquake, while others believe this to be a classic case of basic geology, since sandstone has a tendency to break along plains and into sharp edges. Number 7. Bimini Road. This mysterious underwater structure is also known as the Bimini Wall, that could be found near North Bimini Island in the Bahamas. It's a road that is made up of rectangular and sub-rectangular limestone blocks. This was discovered back in 1968 when 3 divers had seen what looked like an extensive pavement made up of stones of varying sizes and thickness. Scientists are not sure if this was a man-made structure or not, but some people believe that this was one of the remnants of Atlantis. Number 6. SS Orang Medan. Talk about mysterious. The SS Orang Medan, or in English, Man from Medan, is a Malaysian ship that experienced a mind-boggling mysterious event back in 1947. It had started with an SOS message that mentioned the captain, as well as the rest of the crew, were all found dead. What made it even creepier was that the telegrapher had also died upon transmission of the message. The Silver Star had received the distress call. They went to inspect the ship and confirm the deaths of everyone that was in it. There have been numerous theories from ghosts to UFO, but until now, no one has figured out the explanation behind this. Number 5. The Lost City of Atlantis. We've seen these in the books, even in movies, one of history's and the ocean's greatest unsolved mysteries. This city had been thought of to be the city of Neptune, or Poseidon if we're going Greek, and is the home of the mermaids and the mermen. Some would say that this city was just a story and nothing more, but from what Plato had mentioned, the existence of this lost city in his 2 dialogues called Timaeus and Critias, from the stories had heard while travelling. How the city was in its golden state, therefore hinting that the city might have really existed, as Plato was a real person as well. Despite knowing that it had sunk into the depths of the ocean, a lot of people still wonder if it really existed, some discovering what could have been the remains of the lost city. Number 4. The 4 submarine disappearances. Back in 1968, 4 different submarines from 4 different countries had mysteriously disappeared under the sea. namely the USS Scorpion from the US, the INS Dakar from Israel, the Minerve from France, and the K-129 from the Soviet Union. A lot of theories have come up about the cause of the disappearances, ranging from accidental torpedo self-firing to secret attacks between the US and the Soviet Union. Until now, the cause of the disappearances for these 4 submarines remain to be a mystery, and, given how deep the remains have probably sunk, it will continue to be a mystery. Number 3. Julia. The mysterious Julia sound was discovered back in 1999 and heard as well as recorded by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association. It was a creepy sound recorded over a total running time of 15 seconds and was said to have come from the Pacific Ocean near the equator, as well as a ricochet from an iceberg that was grounded in the Antarctic. Number 2. Underwater crop circle. This ocean enigma was found in the island of Amami-Oshima in Japan. Although these have been thought to be the work of pufferfish for their quest to find their mates, it was still a mystery on how these came to be. This crop circle had a circumference of over 6 feet, and it is also decorated with shells and other items found at the bottom. But there are still some who believe that this is the work of aliens. And number 1. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. This mystery was discovered back in 2011 by a group of divers. They found a 60-meter thick circular object at a depth of 90 meters under the sea. A 300-meter track leads to this unidentified object, and explorers and scientists are unable to figure out what it was and where it came from. Some say it was a UFO ship that sunk in the water a long time ago. That theory coincidentally makes sense, as the gadgets that the divers and explorers would use suddenly won't work upon approaching the anomaly. Another claim was that it was a German ballistic object that landed in the ocean during World War II, but it still remains a mystery until now.